The following podcast is not affiliated with the developers who have created the games being reviewed. The reviews are solely the opinions of the hosts to be used to make an educated decision on what games to download and play.
Excited for a road trip? Start it off right with auto coverage from American Family Insurance. J.D. Power ranked us number 1 in customer satisfaction with the auto insurance shopping experience among mid-size insurers. Get a quote at amfam.com.
American Family Insurance.
For J.D. Power 2021 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
To inspire tomorrow's brightest minds, educators need today's best tools. Introducing Verizon Innovative Learning HQ, the next-gen online portal that helps educators inspire curiosity. Through free access to immersive educational experiences and standards-based lessons and training, educators can integrate the latest technology into the classroom and bring out the best in their students. It's all part of our commitment to help close the digital divide and leave no educator behind. Register today at verizon.com/learning.
Hello, gamers, and welcome to Budget Arcade, the #1 free-to-play gaming podcast in the world. I'm Scott.
My name is Jeff.
Hey, I'm Mark.
And welcome to episode number 98. Just to recap, we play a free-to-play game every
what?
other week, and then we rate and review it. Mark, what
game?
was this week's game?
Well, we play a free to what? Anyway, Mark, what was this week's?
We played Cookie Run Kingdom. It's developed by Devasters, who you may know from other Cookie Run titles such as
Sisters?
Oven Break.
Just let him finish.
What?
Okay. I thought it was Dev Sisters.
That makes more sense.
But Devsters? I guess that could make sense.
Don't look at Scott's browsing history.
What?
I think, what is that?
What does my browsing have to do with that?
That is a great rule of thumb for life, and I'm going to write it down. However, I don't feel like it actually has any context here. Mark, what was this week's game?
I got to start over? All right. So this week we played Cookie Run Kingdom. It's developed by Devasters, not Dev Sisters.
There's no I in there.
Are you
There
sure?
is? Yeah. Are
It is
you sure?
Devsters.
Are you sure? Are you like absolutely 100% positive?
Do you have it in front of you, Mark?
I think so.
Oh, you think you have it in front of you? Okay.
No, I do. No.
Okay. Is
Dev
there an
Sisters,
I between
whatever.
Dev and Sisters?
Wait, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
This is your job, Mark.
I
You're
don't
supposed
care.
to find out the name of the stuff, the developer, and then tell us what
I
are the
typed it
games they
wrong
may
in
have
my
made.
notes. Okay? I'm
Okay,
sorry.
fine.
I typed it wrong in my notes.
Your apology is accepted.
It is.
I only know this because my game froze, and I can't get past that screen.
Okay, Mark, what was this
Carry
week's
on.
game?
This week we played Cookie Run Kingdom. It's developed by Dev Sisters,
Ah, yes.
who you may know from other Cookie Run titles such as Cookie Run Oven Break
Oh, there's
And-
more than one.
and Cookie Run Puzzle World. But that's not all, Jeff.
Ooh, really? They
They
got to
also
have a
developed-
Cookie Run Auto Battler.
Brick City
A Cookie Run Match 3 game. One of those is definitely a Match 3 game.
and Cookie Run Safe House.
Okay.
Cookie Run Puzzle one is probably the match 3, Jeff.
Did you say Cookie Run Safe House?
There's no Cookie Run. It's just Safe House.
Oh, okay. It's like,
But it might as well be a Cookie Run game.
Cookie Run Nuclear Shelter.
And Cookie Run Diabetes.
Okay. Cookie Run, the dating app. I'm down for all of these.
It is
Gameplay-
a RPG city builder hybrid.
hybrid with what?
It's a RPG city builder.
Running.
Yeah.
Hybrid.
All right. So this game is.
All right, wait a minute. I'm not done.
I'm sorry, Mark. I'm sorry. It's
Damn
your time.
it.
You're right.
Release date is January 21st, 2021, and it's out on the Android and iOS devices.
Gameplay.
Thank you, Mark. May I
You're
speak
welcome.
briefly now about the gameplay?
Okay.
Thank you. The gameplay here is that you open the app and then you watch the game talk to you for like 40 minutes. And all these cookie characters are telling you all about their damn problems. Regardless of what's going on in your life, the cookies just go on and they don't act like you're a human being with feelings, and then they just go on to battle things. That's the gameplay. What you do is you build a city, right? But first, before you do that, you have to run into enemies. And okay, it's kind of like Raid Shadow Legends with a city builder. I think that's the best way to put it, because your cookies you get through a gotcha system. And you know that we love gotcha systems.
I love
Don't we,
gacha
boys?
systems. I love it.
Oh, and they've got autoplay feature.
Yeah, which I think is fine, because why would you want to play it? So it's I hesitate to even describe this. So you build up your town, and that builds up your stats, and then you can get gotcha pulls, which pull heroes that you can then level up.
No, they
And
don't
then
pull heroes, they pull cookies.
So I apologize, Mark. You're right. I've offended no one. So you pull cookies, and then your cookies are your heroes, and then you take them out to battle, and each of them has an ultimate, which is on cooldown, and you tap their portrait, and it activates their ultimate. That is the gameplay. That's
There's different levels. You progress through the levels by battling different enemies, different candy items, different things, and you encounter a boss every now and then, and it's often a candy item.
Cake.
And then you progress through that particular level, and then you'll go back to your cookie city, and you'll build some cookie buildings. And there's some story here, but who cares?
Exactly. That's true.
But
I found
however,
it amusing, that there was voice acting up until you finish the very first section of the game, and then after that, there's no more voice acting.
Because I tried, Scott, and Mark. I'm going to be honest with both of you, because I believe the integrity of the podcast needs to be there. I played maybe an hour of this game, and then I recently upgraded my phone. And when I booted up the game, I had to do the entire tutorial again. And guess how many minutes of the tutorial I did? 0. I deleted it from my phone because basically, as soon as I started getting the gotcha pulls, I'm like, I know what this game is. I don't want to play it. Now, Scott, I know this isn't your fault, and I'm trying to be kind to Mark.
No,
So,
let's
Mark,
go. Let's
tell
dive
us about
into this game and how much you hated it, so I can go back to like 8,000 episodes before this and name all of the games that I hated.
Which one?
Let's go.
Which one did I give you that you hated?
No, which one did you give me? The Super Auto Battle Pets.
Okay,
all right.
fair enough. All right. You get it. You win. Yeah, this game's balls. But I need to save that for the seal. It's just everything I don't like about mobile games. It's not a game.
It is a
There's no
game. What are you
gameplay.
talking about? It's a city
Your
builder.
gameplay is you spend money.
It's a city
to
builder.
upgrade your characters, and all you're doing is just pulling up the map and
It's actually a blend of 3 different games.
I'm running into animals, and I might as well just, when the computer can play the game for you, how much of a game is there?
Well, don't forget you have to upgrade your characters, Jeff. So you do that as your gameplay, and then you have to build your city. That's your gameplay. Other than that, everything else is
Right?
automatic.
Yes.
I'm,
Right. What
getting
is so
dizzy.
different about this game than an auto battler that you love so much, Jeff?
the strategy.
And it's
strategy. Not pay to win.
I'm sorry the meta and the other BS that y'all spout every week
Meta
isn't
is a
there
term.
for this game.
Listen, meta is a term that's a term that gamers use, Mark. People who play games.
Interesting.
And it is the
Do
language
you understand
that our
what
listeners
meta means,
speak.
Mark?
You're not going to beat me
Do you
down with your
understand?
nerd talk, Scott.
No, I'm for real. Do you understand what meta means, though?
No, we're not doing this. We're not gonna. Hey, let's put Mark on the spot and see if he knows what meta means. So all
So
the
what
nerds
you're
get
saying
mad
is
at Mark.
no, you don't understand,
We're not
and you're
doing
gonna
that
dodge
this
the question.
episode. What we're doing is we're talking Cookie
so what
Run
I'll do,
Kingdom.
All right, stop. Mom, Dad, stop it. So what I'll explain, meta is, well, technically, meta literally means a game within a game. But the meta, as it's used in the gaming world, is a particular strategy that is popular and has been determined to be the best way to play a game. That's a meta. It doesn't matter. Actually, you know what meta is? The parent company of Facebook. So that's it. Anytime you say meta now, we need a new word. Now, Mark, why do you love this game?
I don't love this game. That's the thing.
Is this game-
I chose the game, but I never said I love the game.
That's true. You didn't.
All right, this game is very similar to the Shadow Legends game we played a couple months ago.
And you like that game?
I did like that game. However, this game went a little bit past that game, and it also incorporates the city building aspect. And the city building
This is true.
also is there's certain strategy in the city building. You have to devote certain currency in the game to building certain buildings, and certain buildings in your city give you certain stats, and those stats then in turn allow you to have a better team of cookies. All right. And then, the gacha pulls, I noticed that the gacha pulls, and I also read articles. So I did research for the pod, you guys.
You
This
did
game-
research?
Yeah, I did research for the pod.
Oh.
This game is getting the Genshin
Deleted.
Impact
Oh.
players is because the Genshin
Doesn't matter.
Gen-
You are
Genshin.
allowed to pronounce that word however you want. I won't stop you.
that game. The players are leaving that game and going to Cookie Run Kingdom because the gacha
That
pulls are
can't
better.
be true.
That's true.
That's
can't
not
Look it
true.
up.
No way.
Look it up. Look it up.
Why would somebody
I'll believe
leave
you, because I'm not gonna
an
do
RPG that you can actually do things in for a game that you do nothing? That makes no sense.
It
I
has
would
everything to
not
do with the
leave.
gacha pulls. If you're spending money on a game, wouldn't you want to spend it on a game that gives you better stuff?
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean,
And so
there's
that's the
better
reason.
games than that.
There it is. That's the reason. It's not the fact that you can run around in a 3D world. It's the fact that when you spend money on the game, it's giving you better stuff.
That could be.
Yeah, but Genshin Impact has way better gameplay than this game does.
But that's not what I said. I said that gamers
I'm going
are
to go get a
leaving
drink of water.
that
You
game
continue.
for Cookie Run Kingdom. And there's a reason for that is because when you spend the money, you're like, I want to spend money where I can actually get some good stuff rather than this mundane BS. And then, the mundane BS isn't really worth anything. It doesn't really do anything for me in the game. So in that regard, Cookie Run Kingdom is gaining a additional player base. Now,
Wow, that's interesting.
that doesn't mean that the game is any good. That just means that when you spend money, you're actually getting better stuff that you can use in-game. That would maybe help you along. I didn't spend any money on this game, so I really don't know.
Neither did I.
I'm just saying.
I'm curious
that-
how I'm curious how they determined that they were actually getting the Genshin Impact players into this game. Like, I never saw any survey. Hey, where'd you hear about us
Probably
from? Where
through
did you come
surveys.
from? What game?
Yeah.
Yeah. But okay, carry on.
Well, this
Mark.
game's being advertised all over the place. Cookie Run Kingdom.
I have seen mini ads on Twitch, so
It's a newer game. It incorporates different genres of games.
don't use big words like genre.
I do. No, it is
Words we don't
you have
understand.
RPG, and then you have the city building genre. Those RPG and city building don't typically go together, but this game brings it together. And
I believe the term is genre, if you really want to be pretentious.
genre.
Yeah, I've heard people say that, and I laugh.
I've
at their
never heard
faces.
anybody say that when they're talking
Oh,
about
I have. And they say genre, this particular genre, and then they get
What circles are you running in?
I don't want to say.
Okay.
I can't compromise anyone right now.
All right.
Just know that they say words like genre and they say genre. So, those type of people.
Okay. So continue with the gameplay aspect.
What I'm saying is I need help. I have nothing else
So,
to say, okay?
the
Because
city
if the mic
builder
gets
aspect
passed to
of it-
me, I'm just going to BS around.
That's fine. So the city builder aspect of this game, you're basically building buildings that make another currency so that you can build other buildings that make another currency. And then you take those currencies and you do like so many different things. Like I know one thing I had to do in the actual game was to repair a bridge. And to do that, I actually had to have an axe that was built from one of my buildings from my town. But yeah, that's like every building creates a whole nother currency, and that currency has to be used to either upgrade something else or to complete these quests. And you have so many that you have to do per day, yada yada yada. But it's just an endless cycle of currencies in the city. And I guess I should have just left that for paywall, but I mean, it's not really. It is.
No,
but
I mean, but it's not something
you.
you. Oh, it's not something you
it's
pay
part of
for.
the
Like you build.
mechanics, but then you can pay for more if you want.
Yeah,
later.
because if you don't have so Mark,
you
if you
can
don't have
accrue it
one of the
normally.
items, you can use the premium currency to get those items. Like, say you're running low on one of those things, and you don't want to spend the time to wait for it to finish being made, or even you can make it faster by spending the premium currency. I guess we should just pivot to the paywall.
Paywall.
Yeah. I don't say pivot around Mark. It pisses him off.
Oh,
I don't
why?
know
What?
why.
What?
I don't know.
Is it something
He
from
just-
Draft House? Did you?
No,
pivot
I don't know what I'm
something?
talking about. Just edit that out. Edit
Oh,
that out.
okay.
I love
All right.
the
So,
pivot.
anyways, yeah. Like
that-
I was
put
saying,
that
so there's
in
the
Patreon.
premium currency in this game is these blue diamonds, and you do accrue them naturally. Like you can accrue them through gameplay and finishing quests and all this other stuff, and they give you a fairly handy amount. And that currency is used to get your gacha pulls, but then it's used for everything else as well. So, like if you're down on a currency that you don't want to spend time waiting for it to be made, you can click on the button and it'll say, do you want to speed it up by spending this currency? Then you click yes. But it's just an endless cycle, like you spend this premium currency to make other currencies so that you
Yeah.
can complete quests and, down the line, just keep going. It's an endless circle.
It reminds me of the Crash Bandicoot game we played, where you had different items you had to collect from different runs, and you just had to keep going.
Do you ever dream of selling your art or cool designs online? Do you want to place them on more than t-shirts, hoodies, and mugs? Whatever it is, Printify has something for you. With more than 350 unique products in our catalog, you'll soon find something you'll love. We have everything from lighting and Bluetooth speakers to baby onesies and fridge magnets. Plus, our large network of providers will print, ship, and deliver them for you. Sell with Printify today. Go to printify.com right now.
You should be saving for the future.
But savings accounts suck, and investing can be scary. We combine the ease of savings with the real returns of investing. We call it Save Vesting, and it's only available in our new app, Stairs. Stairs offers 4 to 6% returns, no fees, and you can withdraw anytime. Do your future a favor. Visit stairsapp.com today.
And the other thing is that it's one of those games that has a stamina thing. Like when you go out to battle, it costs you a certain, is it like hearts? And
Yes.
you can get to a point where you run out and you have to pay to get more or
But
wait.
I never did. I never ran
Yeah,
out.
Well, that's
but I mean,
that's pretty
But I mean,
typical
early on,
for
you're never
these
going to run out.
Right. That's typical for this kind of system is that
That's how they
when you
hook you.
first download the game, you get pretty much to play as much as you want. And then later on, you know, that trickle slows down and now you're going to have to fork over the dough.
Right, but you never have to. That's the thing is that with these games, and like
Mark, okay, you say
the
you
Raid
never have to,
Shadow
but you've
Legends
never played long enough to get there.
Let Mark talk. Free Mark. Go ahead.
Hashtag. No, I'm just saying is that you never, much like Genshin Impact.
Nope. You can say it however you wish. It's your day,
Ginseng
Mark.
Impact.
Today's
Take
your
the
birthday.
ginseng. It's for your health.
Thank you. My birthday's coming up, by the way.
Oh, congrats.
However, it's like that, so you don't have to, but you can grind, and that's the appeal to these games is that you hit the wall, but that doesn't mean you have to fork over money. You can still opt to build certain buildings that will give you additional resources that would speed up your progression through, you know, the particular level you're trying to run through, and you know, you get the resources to spend on the gacha pulls, and you know, every time I did a gacha pull, I got something that was useful, and I did a handful of gacha pulls, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. In every other gacha game that we've played, I didn't have as much success, and so. I can see where another player would come over from the Impact game.
Jensen or Gensen.
Jensen.
I remember.
Ginseng.
Yeah, I would say
Ginseng.
Gen because G makes a G sound. All you GIF people out there.
Genshin Impact. And so I can see that, you know, they're coming over and they're playing this game as opposed to that game. Because the gacha pulls are more rewarding. You're getting like I got two cookies, heroes, and
cookies, Mark. They're cookies.
They're cookie
As
heroes.
But you
No,
I
that's-
called them heroes. You said no, Jeff. They're cookies.
That's the main character's Cookie Hero. I think that's even what he said his name was.
Oh, I didn't pay attention to what the dialogue was on the screen.
Yeah, I didn't really either. I hit skip a lot.
There's a whole story to this, but it doesn't matter. But I see that I realize that people are coming to play this game is because they feel their money goes farther, and I think that's important when you're talking about a game that wants you to spend money to progress. And these type of games don't make any bones about you spending money. They want you to spend it. It's not like, oh, hey, it's not like our Super Battle Pets BS game that we played.
Why you got to rip on that game? That turtle was adorable.
But this game wants you to spend money. It is like, hey, you spend $5, you're going to get some good stuff. And so, like, for the paywall aspect of this, I feel like if you're going to spend money on any game, you want to play the game that, one, is pretty immersive, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word, but you can get immersed in this gameplay. You can. It's because there's a lot of things to do. And so if you've made up your mind that you're going to spend X amount of dollars on a mobile game, a free-to-play game, whatever it is, and you make that choice that, hey, all right, diving in, $20, here we go. Are you gonna spend it on the game that's not gonna give you as good as stuff? Or are you gonna spend it on a game that is the gameplay's but your money goes farther? And I would tend to think a lot of people think that they would spend their money on something that would get them more stuff in game. And I think that's the appeal to this game, regardless of gameplay options. Is that, hey, you spend $20 here, you're going to get some cool stuff, and that's going to further along your progression through the game rather than you spend it on something else and you're spending it on some cosmetic hat, some fez, fireman hat.
Come on, man. Leave Super Sugar Pets alone.
Well, in that note, why don't we pivot to replayability? Mark, you could take that over.
Replayability.
I love replayability. I love pivoting.
You love pivoting?
I love pivoting. No, it's good. So the replayability of the game is high. There's tons of things to do. You can try to run through a level, different, with different teams, and you can change out characters and try your luck with different lineups, or you can go to the city and you can build stuff and you can collect stuff and you can there's different
upgrade your castle.
What?
Upgrade your castle.
You can upgrade your right. Absolutely. You can, throw your luck to the gacha pool and roll some gacha stuff and get the gacha things. And
you know what you cannot do?
What?
Give guacamole to a whale.
That's true. You can't. And
yeah,
I feel like that's probably what's
0 out of
holding
10
this game
stars.
back. 0 out of 10 would not recommend.
Yeah. I gotta play a game that allows me to give guacamole to a whale.
No, the game is highly replayable because there's so much to do. There's so much going on. You can decide you're gonna go through the world, the story progression, or you can decide that you're gonna, PvP players and you're gonna dive into the Cookie Kingdom, metaverse, and there's just a lot of things to do. That's it. There's a lot of things to do. It's highly replayable.
A Cookie Kingdom metaverse.
The cookie verse, if you will.
All right.
Eat your heart out, Scott.
I guess he taught you, Scott.
That's the
if that is your real name.
I mean, eating hearts
You
is how you use
come
your
for the
energy.
Cookie King. You better not miss.
Judgment.
Okay, at the end of each of our episode, we vote on whether the game deserves our seal or not and requires a 2/3 vote to be approved or denied. Jeff, what do you say?
Oh, what a game. Listen, no. Because it's just another mobile gotcha game. I'm sick of it. No.
Appreciate your honesty,
Mark,
Jeff.
how about you?
So, I've been playing this game for a little while, and I got to a point where I kind of hit the wall, and I'm like, the old wall we meet again. But the game, there's a lot of things to do here. There's tons of things. Download the game.
So
play
here's the
it,
question.
get lost in
stay
it
on your phone?
I recommend it. It gets my seal.
Will it stay on your phone?
No, man.
Okay.
But it gets my seal.
Just checking.
Okay, that's fine. It could get a seal. Just because that's your thing, Jeff, doesn't mean it has to be Mark's. It gets a seal.
What?
I hope Scott's audio comes through just as it sounds. I hope it does.
Scott is using 2 mics. He has one that's going to Discord, which just sounds awful to us. And then he has another mic that he's recording through, which hopefully is sounding buttery smooth to your ears, listeners.
Yes, it will sound buttery smooth. Don't worry.
It'll smell. Smell.
It'll smell. Yes. This game, I played it off and on through last week, and then decided today I was going to hammer out some levels to try to get as far as I could in the game. Played probably a couple hours worth, built my city up, ran through the entire first section, did some other stuff throughout the day, came back to the game, and the game froze on the Dev Sisters logo and wouldn't go past that.
I believe it's
So-
Devisters.
Devasters.
The Devastators.
Devastators, yes. No. So, yeah, so I couldn't even play it beyond that little bit that I did it previously. And I mean, it's definitely not going to live on my phone because I'm going to delete it after this because I can't do anything in it after, today.
Do you think that's a you problem, not a game problem?
Yeah, because I really control a game loading up on my phone. No, that's a problem with the
I
game.
don't know. I didn't have any
itself.
problems loading it up on my Apple device.
That doesn't mean anything. Just because your Apple device is working currently.
That's accurate.
Give it a year.
Give it a year.
I'll trade it in.
Or I don't.
When the new one comes out, and then you
trade
just
it.
upgrade. Yeah, okay.
You'll sneeze and it'll fall apart. But yeah, this is not going to get my seal. I don't really care for the gameplay. The city building aspect wasn't terrible, but yeah, I'm not going to go back to this. It's not going to live on my phone. It does not get my seal. We are now doing polls in our Discord, and you can decide what you think each one of us will vote on a game. And so we did a poll. 3 people said Jeff was going to say no, which they were accurate.
God. Oh, yeah, right. Correct.
One person said Mark was going to say yes.
Who is that?
And,
Gold star to them.
Oh, I mean, 2 people said Mark was going to say no.
Ooh, they lose.
And then 2 people said I was going to say yes. And then 2 people said I was going to say no. So I will award points accordingly within the Discord. I'm trying to set up a point system where you get like some sort of currency within the Discord, but just a little bit of extra fun that we can do in the Discord to bring about some engagement within the podcast.
Absolutely. So if you want to go to our Discord, you can find all the links on our social media. That's facebook.com/budgetarcade, Twitter and Instagram @budgetarcade, on TikTok and twitch.tv, Budget Arcade Podcast.
Hey, wait.
If
So
you wanna
does
help
this game
support
get the Budget Arcade
No.
seal?
It doesn't.
No.
Oh,
2
okay.
thumbs down.
All right.
One
That
thumb
wasn't
up.
announced. Scott didn't
Your
mention
bot-
that.
He did.
No, he didn't. He said he didn't. He said he didn't give it a seal, but he didn't say if it was Budget Arcade approved.
Oh, I'm sorry. You
It
may be
is
right.
not Budget Arcade approved, okay? The next game we're going to be playing is Candies and Curses.
Things are not getting any better anytime soon, ladies and gentlemen.
No, they're not.
We're just going to play more bad games. Mark will be wishing for the days of Super Auto Pets. Stay tuned for that.
You
If
know
you
where
wanna
we
help
have a
support
lot
the
of
show.
fun, though?
Oh, where is that, Mark? Where is there a place to have a lot of fun?
Man, it's so good. I have so much fun.
It's the men's bathroom at the Yankee Stadium.
I don't know. That's
Is it watching the movie Pig?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That's a good
So,
movie. Make sure you check out the movie Draft House wherever you get your podcast.
I still say they should have. They missed the mark by not naming that movie Taken Bacon.
They did not. So I can honestly say, as I've watched it, that would have been a huge mistake. But yeah, you can check Mark and I out on the movie Draft House. We are going to review the movie Pig this Thursday. Go ahead and find it on your favorite app of choice. Also, my show, Hitchcock Chronologically, we're getting kind of close to the end here. 2 months left of Hitchcock movie reviews.
Now, if you want to support the show, you can do so on our Patreon. That's patreon.com/budgetarcade. You will get access to our Patreon channel within our Discord.
Mark's
as
OnlyFans.
Ooh.
No, but I am going
you
to
get to see
add-
his
I'm
Jared Leto pee picture. That sounds real bad. Never mind. Never
That
mind.
was a video, Jeff. Remember, it was
that's
a video.
that's premium content right there, my guy.
That it is.
But yeah, anyways, I'm going to start putting up the episodes on our Patreon for subscribers. That way they don't have to deal with the advertisements that we have currently
Ooh,
playing.
are you going to make one of those dedicated links?
Yes.
Yay! Hey, I'll put some bonus stuff up there. Songs, huh? Anybody want some songs?
Okay.
I'll tell you what.
Namek will. You know he will.
If we could get, and listen, this is just going to be exposing us completely. If we could get to 5 monthly subscribers of any level on Patreon, I will start making a song a month. And it will be just on the Patreon feed. 5 subscribers.
You know where else you can find exposure at? Jared Leto's house.
Yeah. No, I was going to say the men's bathroom at the Yankee Stadium.
Oh, I don't know the reference. I'm sorry, Jeff. I don't.
There isn't a reference. One time I went to the Yankee Stadium. I was in the bathroom, and things have never been the same for me.
Childhood trauma.
Our music is provided to us by Stimage, and you can download his music at Metroid. .com and game on.
Imagineville Podcast Network.
Excited for a road trip? Start it off right with auto coverage from American Family Insurance. J.D. Power ranked us #1 in customer satisfaction with the auto insurance shopping experience among mid-size insurers. Get a quote at amfam.com.
American Family Insurance.
For J.D. Power 2021 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.